Libra, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As a gentle reminder, the hopes, fears, and reality spread is intended to get you out of your head and focus your intellect and your intuition working together. There's a quick description in the box below, and it also mentions the deck used. So without further ado, Libra. Ooh. Libra, you are hoping to tip the scales in your favor regarding a union or contract, depending on whether this is about, it's a general reading, so it can be about a personal relationship or it can be about vocation or, finance or resources. But what you're really hoping to do is to find the right formula to give yourself the advantage in this situation. You're not looking for equal footing. You're not looking for equal reciprocity or give and take. You are looking to be the person in control of this union or contract. Your fear is that your ability to want to manage the responsibilities will come off as manipulation to this other person. The reality of the situation is you're already working with an unstable foundation, and your leadership in this situation is, you have good intentions, but your good intentions serve your purpose. Okay? The reality is you may not be evaluating that other person's value system or what they're wanting to get out of it. Well, other person or entity, depending on what we're talking about here. So yeah, you want to tip the scales into your advantage. You don't want to manipulate the other person or the entity, but you think you have the best idea of what it is moving forward. But you haven't checked in with that other person to see what their idea of what the best outcome is. You're just... It feels to me like you're deciding for somebody else. Yeah, Libra, I'd hate to put it this way, but I think you should check yourself. um, Maybe I don't hate to put it that way. I didn't expect it to come out this way. Because if you look at your past, this has gotten you in a lot of trouble before. By stating that you are the one to ultimately determine the outcome has really left you not being able to get a proper return on investment because you didn't understand the other person's circumstance regarding the situation. Let's see what else we got here. Yep. So by not tapping into the other person as a resource, by taking control of all the resources in the situation, you kind of leave the other person feeling not worthy. Okay? And there's a problem with that because if this is a contract, if this is like a vocational or a financial thing, what happens is this person or this entity, this contract, this situation starts to recognize the imbalance and they feel like they're being had. If this is a personal relationship, what happens is this person feels like they can't express themselves and they can't express their ideas. So what happens is they then hold back. They just wait because they hope that you'll notice or you'll open up to them at some point. But the longer they hold back, the more you'll take lead and charge of this situation. So eventually what happens is you create an environment where that person feels like they can't be themselves. And then that's when the lies creep in. And it starts simple, like, hey, how you feeling? Oh, I'm fine. When really that person's not fine. And then eventually they start lying to themselves and you about how they feel every day. Okay? So, Libra, I'm just going to say it's time to really check yourself and to see where you are with either this contract or this union, and to recognize that there's a whole nother party and a whole nother entity that needs to put their ideas into this. This isn't about just you. There's someone or something else involved that deserves to be heard, that deserves their side to be recognized. Libra, I hope you, this is a very difficult thing to work with. So I hope you really take consideration, because I know sometimes it's very quick to get stuck in your own head and want to justify your own actions. Well, I'm doing this for the greater good of, well, the greater good of who? Is this your greater good, or is this the greater good of both parties in this situation? I know sometimes, it's easy to get stuck in your head and think you have all the best answers and the best ideas, but you might be putting restrictions on someone or something that doesn't want restrictions put on them. So I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I will see you next time.